Yo. The folks start grinding. Jiggity bang. Jiggity bang, jiggity bang bang. Yo. Yo.
What's happening, Birmingham?
Birmingham, let's talk.
What's up, y'all?
Birmingham, let's talk. Just hit y'all with the classic Birmingham joint, ROA, right out of Alabama.
Beham, Alabama at that.
New Hill,
baby.
We know.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Jiggity bang. Man, I remember, hey, you remember when 107.7 had the Wicked 8 and 8 used to come on? Man, I remember, ROA had 3 songs in the Wicked 8 and 8. 3. Repping Birmingham hard, but folk put on for ROA in Birmingham, boy. Especially ROA, boy.
I remember the days, baby. How y'all feeling out there? What's up, ROA?
Nina.
Well, you about to make me go to the plug. You about to make me go to the plug.
Boy, hey, ROA was doing it, boy.
You about to make me go to the plug, man. How y'all feeling out there, Birmingham? Come on. Let's come in the room. Share, tag.
Got a little feedback right there. Yeah, one of them many devices you got hooked up. Birmingham, let's talk. Hey, I don't know if y'all know, but the country is in crisis.
Big crisis.
I don't know if you know.
Big crisis.
But America is in crisis.
Big crisis.
I'm talking about prophetic revelation type crisis.
Paula White, baby.
Look, I do.
America is in a crisis. We got the buffoon who refused to leave a room in the president's. Man, I'm gonna drive you all up there and help him get out. I'm gonna see if I can pack him up.
Man, Donald Trump ain't going nowhere. What? I bet, man. Listen to me. Hey, Birmingham, let's talk. It might be a prophecy show, man.
Hey.
Because everything that's happened already, we've already discussed it, foresaw it, talked about it. Hey, Donald Trump. Hey. So shout out to Pastor John Haddon. You know what I'm saying? This morning, he said something, and I started to post it, but I just really ain't had time, and because I wanted to see the people's reaction to the post without posting by Pastor Hatton or anything like that. I was just gonna post what you said, but you said, and I quote Pastor John Hatton, "Thank God for Donald Trump." Man,
gotta thank God for him. What's happened? Purposeful Steps. How are you?
Hey, don't quote me on that. Quote Pastor John Hatton. He said, "Thank God for Donald Trump."
They need to know why I said it.
Oh, okay, you can tell them.
Okay, all right, y'all. So forget everything about everything. All my Bible people, you know, government was never really part of God's program. Under God's, the nation was under a theocracy. The people wanted a ruler. He gave them a ruler, a monarch. Saul was the first king. Before that, you know, you got judges. And now we come forward, fast forward, we got government officials. Was even popular during Jesus' day. You know, Jesus' famous quote, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's." But when you think about it, every time the children had bad leaders, you had a good Pharaoh, you had a bad Pharaoh. Good Pharaoh loved Joseph, promoted Joseph, the people come in there, but then the bad Pharaoh, they're in bondage. But every time there was a bad leader, God delivered. Every time the nation experienced a bad leader, there was deliverance. And when I rewind 2020 and I look at how God set everybody down, made us learn patience. If you didn't have it, you got it. You got some today. We get a chance to really see the exposure of our country because things got exposed. I think we thought we were further along than we really were. And Trump really exposed some hidden wounds to now you know that we still got a long way to go. So you need to thank Donald Trump. Thank God for Donald Trump, allowing us to have the ability to see where people really are. I mean, everything is out. Exposed 2020. I mean, the racism, the police brutality, everything has just blown out the roof. So we can really see that we still have a long way to go in the what we call divided states of America. Man, that's kind of the gist behind
DSA. DSA. We should be straight as a country. His cases are not gaining enough traction. He is just prolonging the inevitable, hopefully. Keyword in this statement is hopefully.
In parentheses, Rob.
Hey, that's the key word in this statement is hopefully, because stand by and stand back.
Proud boy.
They feel a certain type of way. And I know, you know, people who voted for Biden Harris, you know, feel some type of way too. But man, you know, the prophetic words of Birmingham, let's talk. Man,
I told you.
Hey, no, I mean,
we told in June. This was June when we talked about that show.
The divided states of America. I mean, I hate to see man, the end of the United States
as we
know it. Yeah. I really didn't want to say that because, like I said, what we say on this show seems to have a lot of traction gaining. But I mean, like, as a historian and as a person who reads and studies prophecy, you know, and tries to stay ahead of the now times. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like, if the Proud Boy Nation. If they want a new republic, who's going to stop them?
Nobody. Nobody's gonna stop them. Pop. Change. Change.
Man, Tupac died 25 years ago.
Change. Obama said it was change. Can y'all hear that? Kind of prophetic, ain't it? That's the way it is. What did he say? No, there's nothing changing. Proud Boys, Stand Back Boys, the group out in the West, we get to see that the KKK is alive and well. They got new names.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They got new names. The mask, come on, Future. Everybody mask off.
Mask off.
Mask is off. Although we need you to put them up. Mask is off. I mean, the faking, you get to see the hearts of men, man. The hearts of men are being exposed. And I think you said it best, man. Our country, as we know it, it'll never be the same.
I mean, we are in a crisis. America is in a crisis. The election was 12 days ago. 12. We still really are in a turmoil. We really don't know what's going on. Donald Trump, first president in history who has not conceded after the election was called he first. He has over 70 million people who backed him, and a lot of them will protest and go to the streets for him. They were saying it before the election. If he didn't win, there was going to be a civil war. If he didn't win, this was going to happen. If he didn't win, this is what's going to happen. And then turn on and he loses, and then you go and you see people in the streets of Washington, D.C. Fighting for him, being arrested. It was 10 people arrested last night outside of Washington, D.C.
Right.
All right. People don't understand. Like, I teach history, and I tell the kids, I say, well, the Boston Massacre. We're talking about the Boston Massacre. It happened March 5th, 1770, where 5 American civilians were killed. And then they go, Coach, 5 people died? And I go, yes, 5. And they be like, Coach, just 5. I'd be like, 5. They're like, how is that a massacre if only 5 people died? And, this is how American history is written. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a lie.
I'm just saying, but a few fights, a few people die. That's the American Revolution. Like, we're literally living in what could be a revolution, because if they say we're in a civil war, if you win a civil war, it's called a revolution. If you lose, it's a suppressed insurrection. So we could be actually living through a revolution
or insurrection.
Part 2, 3. And, I mean, like literally. So, like, the thing is, like, we've never had a president,
right,
who is on the opposite side of America's institutions. Like, no president has ever come out and said, like, well, the election system is rigged and it's broken and it's trash. That destroys our country. Like, dude, we know you want to win and all, but you're destroying America,
the democracy,
just so you can stay in office. It's like, man, this dude is the biggest narcissist ever.
Man, shout out to Obama. Did you see that piece? Obama says it's a shot, it's a direct kill at Biden, but even more, it's a direct shot at democracy.
It's a direct. I mean, like, but see, we know that him and his guys and the Tubbervilles, they don't know government. They don't know government. They don't know policy. They don't know procedures. They don't know the articles. They don't know the amendments. They do not understand government, and they are elected on popularity contests because they're coaches and reality TV stars, and like man, people tried. The right tried to make Obama a celebrity. Like, I remember when he was running in 08, and they kept saying he's a celebrity. Oh, he's a celebrity. He's just a celebrity. No, man. Dude graduated from Harvard Law. It was the president of Harvard Review. Man, what are you talking about? Yeah. No, sir. He understands law and government. Was an acting attorney. Worked in the Senate. He was not just some celebrity like a Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Or Tommy Tubberville,
far from it,
who don't know anything about politics or government or football. You know what I'm saying?
Beat Bama 6 times. That about it, ain't.
Man, everybody know Bama was under the strictest probation since SMU. Y'all forgot about that? They forgot about that.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No. Everybody knows.
Oh, okay.
So, let me just show y'all a little bit how ignorant we look as a state, particularly for electing this guy. I mean, where do they do that at?
Man, Alabama.
Where do they do that at?
Alabama.
Like, only in Alabama, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to see why Trump ain't mad about all them other votes. Tubberville won. Why you ain't, I think they cheated on that. I don't think Tubberville won.
Couldn't have, right? But just follow me, man. Tubberville incorrectly says Gore was president-elect in 2000.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Tubberville came out his mouth and said that Al Gore was president. Now, that ain't it, because you shared this, and
I invite him to the class. He come to my class any day. We come up there, he can learn something. Because he said history teachers don't teach. That's what he said. Them his words. He said history teachers do not teach.
Right.
He said he wants to do a new form of history in the state of Alabama when he's elected. This was before he was elected. Right. And he said because the history that they teach is not the same history that I learned when I was in school. And the reason why is because you was asleep, buddy.
He missed my first last talk.
He was asleep.
But he said the 3 branches of government didn't include the judicial branch.
He didn't mention it. He said the House,
the Senate, and the executive.
Mm.
Brother, the House and the Senate is the part of the same branch. Mm. Then World War II.
Yes. He said my father fought 76 years ago for America in World War II. He said he fought for the end of socialism. But actually, World War II was fought to end fascism.
I could have sworn it was.
Which is the same thing that Donald Trump is a fascist.
He's a Hitler part 2.
Donald Trump is a fascist. So America fought to destroy the evil regime of Nazi fascism. Maybe I got this. This is why he probably thought it was socialism. Because they were called the Socialist Nazi Party.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they were socialists by far. Just like the Democratic Republic of North Korea is not a democratic, ain't got no democracy. Yeah, man, you were wrong on that one, Tommy. You were wrong.
Brother Mad Dog in the house. He has run his mouth so much he creates more enemies than he had before he was elected. The Proud Boys is really, need to get him that city. Cause he need to come sit in he need to go to Vert class.
He wouldn't pass it.
Then he come to my class and pass the test. I don't think he would pass the test. He the one that made the city that they had to take the test. I don't know. Poor he is more educated. Yeah. Did you see the comment that he made about? Yeah, we just showed it, and it's. Listen, man. I teach my students. They have to pass a test to get out of my class, and it's the civics test, the naturalization test, right? That's 3 of the basic questions on the test. Like literally 3 of the basic questions on the test. And I'm just like, how you don't know that, bro? How you get on TV and say that? Man, come on.
Definitely not prepared. That's why he didn't debate Derek Jones.
Definitely.
But I'm pretty sure Doug Jones is very excited, being that he's about to be the next Attorney General of the United States.
Attorney Jones, is that you? What y'all think about A.G. Jones? And shout out, I really hope, because she fought really hard. She was very instrumental in the Georgia get out the vote, right? But I heard a lot of Trumpers pointing back to her not conceding in the race. And I said, well, how is that the same when she lost by this many votes and he lost by this many votes? And here's the other thing. I really hope Biden puts her on the cab. I don't care what it is. I hope that he puts her on the cab, because he's in Delaware, because they won't let him transition to the little room in the White House. So he's in Delaware getting his cabinet together this weekend. He's already elected as chief of staff, and I've heard bipartisan support for him. But I really, really hope Stacey get on the cab. She deserves it. Bottoms, next, because Atlanta has done it, and then the Senate race, man, we got some. Boy, if they flip them 2 Senate seats, we got a new America. Because Georgia has, I don't think a Democratic president has carried Georgia since Clinton.
Yes, but see, this is the part I'm talking about. See, you keep saying that stuff like, if the Democrats win the House, they already won the House, got the presidency. If they get the Senate with those 2 seats in Georgia, they will have the House, the Senate, and they will have the president. So they will have the executive. We know the judicial is highly conservative, but like I told you, we know that 7 of those 9 justices are all Catholic, so they are going to vote with the Roman Catholic Church way.
Correct.
So they're not going to vote with the Constitution or anything like that. They're just going to vote with the Roman Catholic Church or whatever the Pope says. All right, so X that branch out. All right. So what that leaves is Biden Catholic, right?
Biden's good and Catholic. He's a devout Catholic. You got Catholic that's loose, and you got Catholic.
Go back to what I said at the beginning, man. We living in Revelation time.
Hey, if y'all put y'all masks up, boy, they about to start spraying on.
We might be living in Revelation times, cuz.
Insland.
Do not take the vaccine. Do not take the mandatory vaccine. Do not take the mandatory vaccine.
So
do not take the mandatory vaccine.
Let's talk about that, because that's part of the crisis. That's part of the crisis. They're pushing the vaccine for children, and they're going to attach it to the immunization. What do y'all think about that? Like, your baby don't get this shot, they can't go to school.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? The lady that
anybody thought about that?
Check this out. The lady that lives next door to me, she homeschools her children.
Hey, I guess we'll be all homeschooling.
All right.
I'm about to write another grant or something and get a school down here in the McCollum. Hey, listen, no, we're not taking no vaccines right now.
They ain't doing. I ain't gonna say they ain't doing much of nothing over there. Saw my side the other day looking at bugs.
Hey, they were doing a project.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they're doing a collecting project. They do that in biology. But real talk, corona cases are up, and have y'all heard from? Where is President Trump? Has anybody seen him?
In the bunker.
He pulled a straight Hitler. He done went to the bunker and hid. Oh, he did play golf. That boy in the bunker, man, tweeting away. What's the latest tweet? Any new tweets since we got down here? Because I don't know if I've seen the president since Veterans Day. He was 6 minutes late to later reach. But
man, everybody in the White House got COVID.
That's
No. They said,
yes.
Oh no, listen, no. I'm not being funny. Everybody, they said there were over 100 agents, Secret Service agents, with COVID. They said they have a shortage of agents because so many of them had the COVID. As we just reached 11 million COVID cases today. We just reached 11 million.
Stacey can go with Keisha, need to stay in Atlanta possibly run for governor after Stacey goes to D.C. I'm with you, Rob.
11 million.
Okay, so it's a fact. Trump has placed these people in harm's way going to all these events. Biden didn't even get out and mobilize. You know, the Democrats got out and really hammed him for it, but it was smart. He did drive-ups and drive-ins, pop-ups, and he did only a few of them. He didn't go all the way out like that because, dude, we're in a pandemic. You having these super spreader events at the White House. Half of the people, or I ain't gonna say half, but a good bit of people caught the COVID at the justice swearing in ceremony. Come on, man. And then you got it, but you got the miracle drug. And you can't tell me Pence ain't had it. Everybody around y'all got it, but Pence ain't get it. You got it, which nobody believes you got it. I'm sorry. I don't believe you got it. If you did get it, you got it. But I don't believe you got it. The numbers are on the rise. They said that the numbers are higher now than when it first started. How is that? How are the numbers higher now than when it first started? And y'all got medicines and treatments. Did y'all, is anybody feeling me on this? The numbers are higher now in the states to where the 3% rule is about to go in effect. New York is already talking about shutting down the schools. Many states, Colorado is a hotbed. The governor's on talking about they're going to just go remotely. And we're actually going to school tomorrow. Side note, 2 schools in Birmingham are going remote. How about that?
Already, after a week.
1 week in class, and we already going remote. Can somebody help me understand this?
And cases are going up, higher than they ever been. Higher than they were on March 13th. Cases were higher than they were on March 13th.
How is it?
I'm supposed to have students coming tomorrow. Might well let me. We should have finished baseball season last year.
Man,
This year,
y'all should have. It was outside. Ain't that what they saying? The sun cures it all. It'll poof be gone. Man, can't we get bad leadership? Can we just kick it out with COVID-19 in 2020? Can we do a bad leadership exposure? Because this is all pretty much on the leadership.
Man, can we get rid of Trump virus 2020?
Because he talking about the Wuhan virus and the China virus. It's the Trump virus. He put it out here to kill us. Man, seriously though. Dude, how? How are you not on the TV trying to calm the people down or even speak to the people? How are you not doing that, Mr. President? Can anybody help me understand why the president hasn't spoken in 2 weeks about COVID-19 and the numbers are higher than they were in March 13 when we went down? Can anybody help me understand that?
Dr. Fauci said he hasn't met with the task force in weeks. He said we might as well go ahead and start moving forward with meeting with President-elect Biden because he said this man hasn't met with us in weeks.
And the vaccine, they're saying it's a 90% efficacy. And that the frontliners and the children and teachers would all get it first, and then the general public. So, do we take our mask off after I get shot? Do I no longer have to practice social distancing once I get stuck in the leg? Or is this one going on?
Man, I saw a video so funny today, man. Hey, it was Craig from Friday talking to his dad when he was talking about he had to walk smoking down the street. He had a mask. He was like, "What is that?" He was like, "It's a mask." Oh Lord, me and your mother would have never moved here without you had to wear a mask. Just walk down the street.
Hey,
oh,
they be
boy.
talking to us through these things. He said it's not a theory. He didn't win. That was the first concern. The top priority. Did you think it was the U.S.? Nah.
Man, we told y'all before, man, that virus was created in the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Right there.
All right.
And nothing about none of that.
In America.
It's not a Wuhan.
Then it was
shipped in China.
It was shipped. It was stolen and taken over there to Wuhan, University of Wuhan Tech. All right. Go back and read the news when they was arresting all those folks.
January 28th.
Stealing Harvard doctors, scientists, and teachers and professors.
So you can still get the vaccine and still get it. Now, Adrian brings up a good point all the way from the far east. Check this out. So Trump has been noting that Biden wants to shut the country down. Biden has not said that. However, I did hear Fauci earlier this morning talking about the possibility of rolling back some of the restrictions to bars and things like that, closing back down. Do y'all think we need another lockdown right now? Do y'all think that our economy could sustain another lockdown? Y'all talk back to me. What you think? Do you think the country can survive another shutdown or quarantine or lockdown? Talk to me.
Hey, I like this one too. Brother Hammond on it tonight. Trump trying to figure out where he can go. He's facing a lot of lawsuits and so forth and litigation. And I saw one report, thehill.com was reporting or predicting that he would do like preliminary pardons for his entire family and people who close to him who he still has respect for. He's going to do pardons for all of them. Then he will resign as president, and that Pence will take over as president and then in turn pardon him. And he still could face litigation on a state level, but he would not be able to face any litigation on a federal level. So that might be why he would try to go to another country if need be to avoid extradition. But I'm under the impression that Donald Trump will incite insurrection in the country.
That was the only way.
Stand by and stand back.
That's the only way.
Before he leaves office. Just, just peacefully. I mean, nothing in him shows me that he gives a rat's about anybody, not even nobody, like not even his wife, his children, nobody. He cares about nothing, like literally. Like I'm telling you, check this out. This is how narcissistic Donald Trump is. Listen, they said when his son was born, Donald Trump Jr., right?
Okay.
All right. It says she's like, I want to name him Donald Trump Jr. He said, I don't want to name him Donald Trump Jr. He said, what if he's a loser? So I don't want him to have my name if he grows up and becomes a loser. That's a person that don't give a about nobody. Nobody.
Wow. And I also heard, I don't know if you saw his niece. She wrote a book a little while ago. But she came out, she did an interview with several of the stations and said that he'll never admit to losing or conceding or anything like that because his dad taught him that you're always a winner. You never accept defeat. I'm like, man, that nigga dad, he's 70 years old, man. Nigga dad. Come on, man. But we got some stuff. Yes, the U.S. is the only country that is still in the first wave and it's out of control. We were in full lockdown from March 13th to July. And that, I think we said that here, that if we had to shut down all the way up to the summer, 90 days like everybody else, we would be done with it.
They had to play Little League baseball.
They played baseball. They had to get the economy rolling. And, these business owners were complaining. But they pumped out all this money. They got grants coming out the wazoo. They got money rolling down the pipe. They got the PPE loan. Y'all got a lot of money. SBA had pumped into a lot of you guys. But let's not take away from the fact that we should have stayed on lockdown to July. I do believe.
Is it true he never took a check while in office? Man, Donald Trump made so much money while he was in office. You got to realize, man, he went golfing at his own resort 100 days a year. And every year he was in office.
He went golfing more than any president.
So when him going there, the taxpayers, we paid for that. And guess where the money goes? It's going back in Trump wallet. So the people, the taxpayers of the United States, we paying for Trump to go play golf every day at his own resort. They got to pay for all those Secret Service people, all those people. Yep. Everybody got to pay for them a room, pay for him to feed. You still got to get the presidential treatment everywhere he go. And we paid for all that for him to go play golf at his own resort. And he pocketed all the money every time. Man, Donald Trump, man,
that nigga smart, bro.
Man, that's why
that's
why he don't want to leave office right now, because he been bankrolling. But the Republicans are predicting that if he loses, what they keep saying, if he loses, he will be more powerful as a Republican pundit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just a Fox News anchor.
Yes.
Just political guys stirring it up. Like they was like, he will make so much money doing that to where he won't even have to run for president anymore or do anything as far as office. But he will be the face and voice of the Republican Party.
Yeah.
That's what they're predicting.
They're even talking about him starting some kind of news outlet, because he's already just cut Fox off. And they said that about 60% increase in some of these sub outlets that he started tweeting out for keeping the coverage going of him. 60% increase.
But you know, they already got another social media outlet that they're using.
Yeah, they're not using Facebook.
They're not using Facebook, and because they censor him and Twitter is censoring him, so they have moved over to this. I forgot the name of that.
Yeah, I
start with a P. I can't remember that.
Yeah,
but they're moving over to that, and it's a voice for conservatives. Where you won't be censored by the liberal media. Parler, that's it. But they're going to Parler, and I saw the other day they were up like over 1.5 million people have already signed up for it.
Wow.
And,
that's still a lot.
But I heard, you know, I listen to conservative radio in the car sometimes, and they've been pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
they've been pushing it.
I listen to it because I need to know on both sides, and that's what I'm saying. Like 60% increase in small media outlets for the coverage they've given him, while we haven't seen him because none of the major sources are giving him a lot of pub right now. And really, they started closing the window when he came out with allegedly that the election was rigged, and he wanted to stop the count. 20 cases over the course of a week. 20 cases have been dismissed because when you get to court, it's not about what you say, it's about what you can prove. Where's your documentation? And judges are just like, man, y'all quit playing and wasting the folks' money. And he's just going through the process now. But at the end of the day, don't get it twisted, y'all. Donald Trump is not that dumb. Don't get it. He knows that he can make a stronger comeback in 2024 if we don't get united and get this thing under control. He's playing chess. I'm afraid he's playing chess right now.
Yeah, they were looking at that. That was Dick Cheney who profited off the Halliburton deal.
Yeah, that was.
He was the CEO of Halliburton before he became the vice president.
He came up like a rat.
Man, he used George W. Bush badly. If you watch the George W. Bush movies, they got a couple of movies about George Bush, and if you see it, Dick Cheney is almost a villain in those movies. The way he talks to Bush and the way he treats him like a little boy all the time, and he ran a lot of that presidency.
Dick Cheney was the man. That's why he chose him.
Yeah.
Major move is going to invest in his media firm. I'm saying it. He is the biggest media expert there is. Like, he knows how to press the buttons. He knows how to say something. If the people like it, he goes for it. If they don't like it, he pulls back. Man, we've never seen We've never seen a media business mogul, if you can call him that, in the White House, and just so happened to be a narcissist. But aside from all that, y'all gotta admit this has been the longest apprentice show ever. This is the livest apprentice show ever. I mean, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. Even if he's firing top security officials, you're fired, and it's just like this dude is a real nutcase. Like, in the words of one of my former coworkers, he's batshit crazy. He's batshit crazy. So, I mean, yeah, he's dangerously calculated for sure. And to make it all about him, like, and it's funny because I went back and I started looking at some videos from 2016. He said the same thing in 2016 if he lost. But then he came back and said that it was a blowout election. You know, he had 306 electoral votes. He called it a blowout. But it's not a blowout this time.
Hey, shout out to Tons Had Purpose. We got to get her something. She the person of the show. She the fan of the show.
She going on.
She on YouTube. Everybody on Facebook, and she on the YouTube live. So she the Birmingham Let's Talk top fan of the night. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the YouTube followers.
YouTube in the house.
Shout out to YouTube.
Okay,
we're not on Birmingham Let's Talk. We're not only on Facebook.
Yeah.
But you can also follow us on YouTube. You can go back and you can follow us on YouTube Live, or you also can go back and view any one of our shows on YouTube. So shout out to Tons Had Purpose and shout out to YouTube tonight.
Man, if AW was in the house, it would be a complete show, boy. AW be coming with that thunder. I see you, Rob. Yeah, man, it was changing. Need to find that IP. Get in early. I'm with you, coach. The movie of W is a good one. I had to make sure y'all understood what I was saying. Gotcha. Yeah, he got you.
You're fired.
He fired everybody.
You're fired.
This been the largest and longest apprentice show ever. Supposed to be talking about him for 40 years, and he will still be. Yes, and that's real talk right there, brother Madison.
He still go down as the worst president in U.S.
Oh, he'll be the worst president. But as far as popularity, dude, he has galvanized the Republican Party in a way. I don't know what they're gonna do when they leave. I mean, he's got these dudes by the scrotum, bro. Like, they don't even want to come out and say that he lost because they're afraid that they're gonna lose the seats.
They're trying to win that Georgia election, so they're just gonna try to be quiet, which is crazy because I think that election is
January 5th,
the first week of January. That's
January 5th, Founders Day.
So
we going to the polls, baby. Newts in Atlanta, y'all better get y'all J5 after that. You vote now. Yeah, we get live on J5, baby. J5 in Atlanta is going down.
That's not a good sign.
That's a great sign.
That's not a good sign.
That's a great sign. It's gonna be red. That's gonna turn over blue.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Yeah,
that's not a good sign.
Ain't that right, Newts?
Where
my Newts in Georgia at, baby?
That's not.
We getting out to the polls, Newt to the polls, and then we celebrate J5. Yeah.
Oh man.
And watch the election go down.
Oh man.
I'm trying to get the other side since you got that side.
That's not a good sign. Flip. That's not a good sign, Flip.
Oh, that's a great.
Y'all go ship it to the polls.
I'm putting being gay on my shoulder. I might drive up and start tailoring and teaching, boy. Y'all boys got me excited, George. He lost me when he said he has nothing to ask God for forgiveness for. Oh, wow.
That's where he lost you at?
Ooh.
That's where he lost you?
But that was a profound statement.
That's where he lost you?
And he said that. I remember that day. Damn, you want to be in Hey, while y'all out here super spreading, don't get me the talking cues. I here got these spreader events, bargaining and stuff, knowing that spit going everywhere. Now, y'all, I'm gonna watch them numbers coming out that probate. Shout out to the Qs that crossed yesterday. What chapter was that, man?
That was the hell chapter.
That was the hell chapter? I didn't even want to watch because there was too many folks out there with no mask on.
They had masks on.
Nah, I saw it. It's video. Q said, forget the mask and social distance, boy. It's packed out there. But anyway, man, root to the bro. Oh, look at, hold on now. Whoa, no, bro, where you going now? No, bro. Don't.
Yeah, you already know.
Hey, Rob, man, I'm trying to get. I'm in this thing 20 plus years, man. I'm about to. I put some icy hot on the shoulders, man. I ain't got that wiggle no more. I'm about to put something on. You got dog. These boys here barking and crap. But anyway,
hey, so is that Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Y'all got that anniversary?
Tuesday.
Founders Day?
Yeah. It's gonna be another super spreader.
Y'all gonna have spreader. Hey, we blaming COVID in Birmingham on the queues. Y'all heard me. We blaming COVID in Birmingham on the queues. Cause they finna go crazy again. Man, for real. Now Henry,
Q Rona.
Rona, is that you? I'm going around y'all with man. We will have on Man's next show because I know he gonna go. Better than that, Henry. I think Trump definitely thinks he's a god. He's like, I put him in there with Franklin and Thomas Jefferson, them guys. He's a deist. Gotta be. His philosophy in God is 2 Corinthians, baby. 2 Corinthians.
Donald Trump knows nothing about Bible, biblical knowledge, biblical understanding, nothing. He is a user of people. George Washington spoke about it in the farewell address. George Washington spoke about it in the farewell address about the 2-party system and giving too much power to the 2-party system. He said because ambitious men will come along and they will use that. And he's an ambitious man, a self-promoting, self-absorbed man. And
Herb, you show it out, man.
That is, I mean, so there's never been a president like Donald Trump. Like, I want you to understand something. There's been bad presidents throughout history. There have been people who have failed, but there have never been a man with the character of a Donald Trump in office. And the thing about it, shout out to Coach Otis, in adverse times, a person's true character will come out. And he has no character and had none. So how do we expect him to act in a pandemic situation? I mean, he would be about self. That's been his character throughout his life.
That's interesting you said that, bro. Like, real talk, because as I look now, it's all about character. Character is what matters the most. And the Bible, again, records to be true. Bad company or evil communication corrupts good morals or character. And he has been corrupt for a long time. Your character shows, and it matters. And we need leaders right now. We need him to be a voice. Besides spewing hate and how our democracy is broke because you lost. But it worked the exact opposite when you won, and you were cool with that. I'm tired of the hypocrisy, y'all. 2020 has exposed the hypocrisy of the white evangelicals, the Republicans. I'm done with the whole back and forth with y'all hypocrites. Y'all some hypocrites. Dude. And if Jesus were here, he would definitely turn over the tables at your church.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Right over there. Sorry. Right there at your little coffee machine.
And your ATM machine. Oh, boy. Woo, woo. Oh. Hey, y'all getting it in, boy. And, hey, yeah, America's a business. Trump ran more business. It is facts.
He ran more business into the ground, too.
Yeah, he's bankrupted quite a few. He's a good innovator. I give him that, though. Hey, Putin didn't even congratulate my boy. Putin said, I'm going to hold on to it.
But he's, see, this is the thing. Started out the show by saying America is in a crisis and we're at a tumultuous time in our country. And the reason why is because I saw this as soon as Donald Trump got in office. He began to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
CNN News, they're lying. That's fake news. MSNBC, they're lying. That's fake news. Anybody who says anything that I didn't say is a liar. And his people bought into it and they believed it. And so I saw it, 4 years ago, where he could get to the point where whatever he says, his word is bond. And whatever anybody else says, it does not matter. And it's a lie because Donald Trump said this. And so to say that he wanted a country to reflect what Putin had is definitely true, because that is what fascism is. He wants to be a dictator. He wants to control all of the media and the outlets and the sources that come through him and his cronies. Because if you say anything against what he says, you're fired. If you speak out against anything he says, you're fired. If you question him, you're fired. So he is the lone decision maker, and we're all living in a Tyler Perry movie. You know what I'm saying? Written and directed by Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like Tyler Perry don't want to give nobody no screenplay, no writing credentials. He want to write every movie all by himself, and then make us sit there and watch that same movie over and over and over. It's written and directed by Donald Trump. And we need some more writers. Tyler Perry, my dear. Can we get some more writers?
No, we can't. Hey, he did an awesome job with the media, man.
Oh yeah, he worked it, man. From the beginning, it's fake news. I mean, that's become a word, fake news.
They made it a word.
And like people, CNN lost all legitimacy.
They did.
Like all legitimacy. Like people don't even watch CNN anymore.
Nope. It took a real big hit. And it's funny because when you start looking at some of the independent stations and outlets, they took a hit too. And they supported both sides. So, but this man is going to make the Rush Limbaughs of the world rich. And I'm talking about mega rich, to the point where they might really go against the establishment. I mean, I can see that. Lee, Madea, and GA. I know that's right, bro.
That ain't what I was hyped about.
Oh, this new one.
Yeah.
Very gone, be out.
That's what that mean, Vert. That's Vert. I know what that means. That's called spell check.
We good.
When you try to say Vert, it go very.
Yeah.
I do what you said. There you go. It's Tuesday.
I don't think it's all the Republicans. Some of them know that what he has done isn't their party, which I believe most of them are quiet. I forgot that Republican senator that said if they weren't careful, they would lose the party.
Man, it's more than losing the party right now, man. We are losing the country.
Yeah,
man, Donald Trump might be the last president of the United States of America.
It could be. Because they could definitely be an alliance. They can create an alliance. They got enough vote. Because even if he don't concede and tries to pull the big boy, which the Constitution has a loophole, y'all need to check out the Van Jones, but he can sit this thing out and let the electors, the state delegates, which would be a vote per state, and they would clearly have the more votes by state. If the electors just go rogue and it goes to the House.
I mean,
and he can still be president.
I mean, I wonder, like, how
he can still be president. I don't know if y'all know that he can still, because he can refuse to concede, which he's doing. It's in the Constitution. The Constitution says nothing about concession. He can play it out, stall, prevent the states from certifying the vote, get in front of the House. Now it's not electors, it's delegates. One state, one vote, and he would certainly win because there are more red states than blue states. And he would be president for the second term, which is what I think they're doing, my personal opinion.
I got you. That could happen.
Yes.
All that could happen. But I'm talking about even past that, like, Is Alabama rewriting the Constitution of 1901?
The amendment passed, yes, but I doubt it passed. Now, to believe it or not, it was more whites were in support of it this time. More whites, looking at the exit polls, more whites were in support of revisiting and revising the 1901 Constitution.
Is America, but see, this is my thing though. So, with all this going on, with the Supreme Court, the nominations, the justices, the people talking about, is it time to abolish the Electoral College? All that type of stuff plays into the democracy and the institutions of America. Correct. So Donald Trump is trying to destroy the institutions of America. The establishment. So he's already destroying elections.
One,
garbage. The news.
Two,
is garbage.
Which are two of the majors.
Those are big. That's First Amendment. You know what I'm saying?
And the whole free and fair election is democracy.
Man, the right to the media, right to freedom of speech,
all
that stuff coming. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So my thing is like, if he's trying to destroy those things, and he has 70 million people who voted for him and back him, and I'm gonna tell you something about Donald Trump supporters. They're more passionate than me. You know what I'm saying?
They are.
I voted for Joe Biden, but I promise you I'm not going out in the street and fighting one of them about no vote. You understand? So they out there in the street fighting about it, and I'm at the crib like, man, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Look at them.
But they out there.
You know what I'm saying? So
they are some loyalists.
Exactly.
There are some loyalists.
Exactly. And my point exactly. So my thing is, if 70 million people in America start hollering they want change, change will happen. Whether it's a new constitution, constitutional convention, constitutional amendments, some real amendments, like a new Bill of Rights or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like something's going to have to change. Something in this country has to change. Well, we almost at like a standstill. It's chess. What they call it when y'all get to the game and you can't do that?
Checkmate, baby.
Stalemate. A stalemate. We almost had a stalemate in this country.
You can't.
Where
I can't check you. You can't check me.
Nothing can happen. There's nothing happening. The board just sitting here. We're gonna be sitting here.
Well, and to hit Robert's point, you got two problems with the Electoral College. Number one, because we've been around this hurdle so many times. It's not the first rodeo, but the popular vote was never really ideal for electing the president. Look, we got Tommy Tubberville elected as senator off the popular vote. You don't want the popular vote as a method. But then the other problem comes in, and that's why the states being as red as they are, and they keep spreading more red. Y'all need to look at the map. You have to have 75%, 3/4 of the states to ratify the amendment. So even if we get out the proposal phase of 66, 2/3, you still need 75% of the states to agree, 3/4 of the states to ratify. It's not happening because they understand, the conservatives understand that they have literally the stronghold, and all they have to do is keep cutting away at some of the blue blocks. Amendments are going to be hard to do right now unless we can get a Hispanic population on board, the whites that we do have, of course. Most of the LGBTQ community are liberals or independent. So it's just going to be we're going to have to keep changing Congress. Maybe another cycle or two, I can see it. We'll be 60 years old, but I don't see it in the next couple of weeks, months, or years. We're kind of stuck, like Bert said. It's a stalemate. We do recognize that the Electoral College is broken. It's broken. Although it works like it's supposed to, it's no longer relevant. They didn't have this in mind with 50 states. They just didn't. It was 13 good old colonies, and they were ready to rock on. And that's really the battle over those electoral votes, the population, how to divide that power. Man, just saw that Will Muschamp got fired. South Carolina, COVID is killing folk. What? Alabama didn't play this weekend again.
Guess he'll be running for the House next week.
He can win in South Carolina. You can win, Jesse. You can win. Man, but it's more people in one blue city than it is in it. You're right. However, you don't vote by districts, you vote by the state. So with your state legislatures are the people who would have to ratify. Not, and that's really an indictment to the citizens of those blue cities that don't vote for local elections. The state legislatures have to vote that 3/4. Yeah. So, hey.
The Articles of Confederation did not work.
It didn't.
See, and that's what people don't realize. We can get a new constitution in America. This will not be the first. Yeah. We're actually on our second constitution. The first constitution of America was the Articles of Confederation.
We're teaching that tomorrow, by the way.
What's that?
1775, 76.
There you go.
Second Continental Congress.
All right. And then we did not get the United States Constitution until 1788, 77, 87, 88.
They started drafting.
And then they got ratified in 1791. So we're on our second constitution, even though
it's the longest.
We've had it longer than we had the first one. But the country realized that the first constitution, it was a failure.
Well,
it gave too much power to the states and not enough power to the federal government. And they did not have proper military access when rebellion broke out in the states. And they were not able to interstate commerce and different things that the ratification process was too hard.
It was 9 out of 13 had
to ratify anything. So
and it was only one branch.
And it was only had one branch. It was a unicameral legislature. Yeah. We moved to the bicameral legislature with the new constitution. America can change itself.
Oh, it can.
It can recognize it has a problem and change the problem.
But there are so many in support of this constitution, I just don't see it. We're talking about amendments. That's why we keep having amendments.
Man,
do we have another constitutional convention? Now we can. You're talking about getting 3/4 of the states to come aboard.
But you just said they got them all.
No, the Republicans.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they could.
That's who I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
they
who I'm
can do
saying.
an alliance.
That's who I'm saying is going to push for the new constitution. I'm not saying that it's coming from the left. I'm saying this is about to come from the right.
I got you. What I'm saying is, would they even pass in their own state legislatures? Because I don't think they have enough votes.
Shit. Man, they can plan to kidnap the governor.
They did.
Okay. And they plan to kidnap the governor. And the president of the United States bagged them. Oh, okay, then. You better know what time it is, cuz. See, you better know what time it is, cuz.
See, when you look at the Constitution,
go to the gun store and see if it's in the ammo.
Oh, ain't none.
Okay, then.
And I was laughing, I was smiling when you brought up the articles because what was it? What was the final straw? What was the nail in the coffin? It was the rebellion.
Yeah.
Shays Rebellion.
Yeah.
All you need is a few Proud Boys to get started.
What if they take over, like,
they can
take over Michigan State House?
They can.
If they take over the State House of Michigan, the federal government has to go in. But what if the president supporting them, he bagging them, and he don't go in?
Yeah. I mean,
that's a civil war.
The governor could send in the National Guard.
Yeah. But the president, if the president got more rights than the governor.
Yeah, but he can't stop the governor. That will come down to a real federalistic battle, because that's really federalism at its highest. The governor has control over the.
But do you think Donald Trump cares anything about what the Constitution says?
No, he don't, because he makes the Constitution.
Okay, as long as I want you to know.
Nah, he'll make it, and he got the court.
Donald Trump.
He's got 7 judges in his favor.
White evangelicals believe that Donald Trump is the greatest American ever since Jesus Christ.
They do. He is Jesus to some of them. He's so crazy
because they think Jesus is American. White dude.
Hey, he definitely thinks that. So, real talk, man. We got a lot to worry about in the next couple of decades. I'm looking forward to this decade being about change. And I think Georgia, if Georgia goes the way that it needs to go, and you're talking about a blue state, all blue, in the middle of the highest election, the highest electoral vote, the highest election vote. Don't get it twisted. Donald Trump still got 71 million people to vote. So the country is definitely supporting him. Please believe that. Don't get it twisted. We just outvoted them.
And that don't even count all the niggas who really support him but didn't vote for him.
Yeah. 20% we still got.
Now I'm talking about the ones who didn't vote for him, but really do support him.
Oh, there's a whole lot of them.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of them. So go Christmas addicts.
Hey, but real talk, we living in them days, man. When all this stuff be going on, all them. Okay, all right. If we look back, how long the American Revolution lasted?
Well, it depends if you tax it into the 7 Years' War.
Okay,
which
so
really
1754
till
the French Indian War, 1776. So 1776. So the American Revolution lasted 22 years, and then there was a war period from 76 to 88, 78.
Mm-hmm.
So you still got another 3 years on the Revolutionary War period. So you're talking about 25 years.
And don't forget the Second American Revolution, which is the War 1812.
The War 1812. Then they went to another war from 1812 to 1815. Man, you talking about from 1754 to 1815 before America fully got rid of Great Britain. I mean, like literally, we could be living in a revolution.
It could definitely be. We've definitely seen the social revolution begin. Things will never be the same when it comes to race in this country. These companies know that, hey, we spend money. I don't know, bro. What you got? Cornballs? Where is it? No, you can't get no guns. Ammo is out. You can buy some guns. Ammo, empty. So if you need some guns, you can go get you some guns. But it come down to that ammunition, and that was another thing with Shades Rebellion. The state didn't have ammunition. Them boys loaded up. And what are they doing right now? Loaded. And let's talk about the Civil War, because black people, y'all need to hush. We're not ready. Y'all got a few choppers. Y'all not ready.
Why you ran the rave about gats? Nigga, they made the gat. They got some shit to blow out your back from where you stand. Hey. Don't pull the thing unless you ready bang.
Bombs over Baghdad. But yeah, man. We're gonna jiggy bang back about this thing.
My boy got them preppers, them doomsday preppers. Y'all got y'all water? Y'all better start stocking up on some water, some canned food. Get your can opener. I know election one. You need to get you a real one. You need to get you some. You ain't going back to the same song. At the same song, we can't go out to the same song.
We can, man, but I didn't see it. There it is. No, can't do that either. I can't find your Outcast. Let me see if I find it.
I got one for you.
What you got?
Man,
ooh,
hey, it don't get no more gangster than this right here. It don't get no more gangster. It's waiting on you.
Put it in, man. Let's go. All right, y'all. We're about to wrap out and wrap up. We've had fun with y'all. We appreciate y'all for tagging on. Hey, if you haven't by now, for your hosts, John and Bert, I need you to share and like this video with as many people as you can. Go ahead and share it now. Go ahead and like it now. Go ahead and share it and hit that like button. If you haven't liked the page, go ahead and do so. But here's what I really, really need you to do. A huge favor tonight. Go to YouTube. Type in that Birmingham Let's Talk and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's what I need you to do. All right. We're going to pray. Father, we thank you now for life. We thank you for liberty. We thank you for the freedom. Pluck us, prune us, keep us, protect us, shield us from all hurt, harm, or danger. Lord, we pray for our nation. We pray for our leaders, particularly our incoming President-elect Biden, and Vice President-elect Harris. Cover them, God. Shield them. Remove all Satan and his demonic forces that will try to come against them. Keep them safe. Impute wisdom into them, discernment, and God, you lead them in the ways that they should lead this country. God, we're covering right now for safety over all of the COVID cases, not just in Alabama, but across this country, across this world. Lord, let the doctors see what they didn't see the first time. We pray that this vaccine doesn't sterile people and it's actually designed to do what it's supposed to do. God, we just ask right now that your hand of protection to heal this land in such divided and hurtful times. Heal us, God, from inside out. Bind us together by the love that is the cement that holds it all together. And we'll be forever careful to lift up your holy name and praise your holy place in this sacred space that we call time. Thank you again. We glorify your name. Amen. We covered y'all, mind. We covered y'all as we get ready to exit. Do me a favor. Shout out your place. Share it. Like it. You want to support it, you can do that too. Go on, get that music ready, man. Let's.
What's up with all y'all true hits? It's your motherfucking Carter. Or the motherfucking Tony. What's up, big vibes, nigga? I got C-Murder with me. Shield the shop. Big Mo, Big B. Big Man. Big Nolan and the soldiers. Big Mo.
Hey, show them the shirt, Bert. They need to get a shirt. I know y'all need it. We ready now. Let's go, man. Print. Inbox us for the shirt order. The plug is in the building. Birmingham, let's talk. Catch us next Sunday.
Busting low, getting down with jokes. Bitches watching me, jocking me, blocking me.
Hey,
I'm the hardest mother. Hey, out here rocking. I got the game.
we love y'all, man. Thanks for the support.
Shout out to the Bruins, November 17th, 1911.
All of you out there.
Living like the table.
Hey. All the nukes, I'm gonna put some big gate, man. I'm coming and shimmy with y'all to the pole. Hey, man, me and Chris and Meek is a kick it.
Shout out to all of y'all who watched tonight, all the fans, all y'all who like, all y'all who shared. Continue to like, continue to share, continue to check in with us. Birmingham, we continue to put on for y'all. It's all about you. This y'all show. We just the host. Appreciate y'all, man, for all y'all love, all y'all support. Hey, continue to like and share.
Y'all know how we do it. Peace. Love. Have a blessed and productive week. We out.